What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Therapeutic Talks. And today we got kind of special, somewhat special, a little bit special guest. How about y'all go down the line, introduce yourselves real quick to the people.
Speedy don't like getting disrespected.
No introduction needed.
Najae. His name's Najae, y'all. Go ahead.
First of all, you fucked up
Just
right
kinda
there.
special.
We immaculate, but King K people, sorry, you already know what it is.
Okay.
He is a prince. I'm the king.
All right, you guys. So today we're talking about, do you like who you are when no one's watching? And well, first question I want to start the show to ask you guys is, are you the same person in private that you are in public?
Me, yes. But when I'm alone, I tend to kind of act a little bit more of like, not weirdo, but like, you know how people be having them little excitement moments where they kind of geek out a little bit. They start doing their little thing. That'd be me. I can't do that in public because people will judge the fuck out of me.
Okay.
And they'll think like I ain't even trying to be funny, but people think I have autism by doing it.
Okay.
I keep that to myself. Other
Okay.
than that, I'm the same person around people by myself, really.
Okay, Najee.
First off, I like to say, I think when I'm by myself, I think I'm a little bit more like, I want to say calm. Like I'm a little bit more at peace when I'm by myself. So I like to think I'm the same when, you know what I'm saying, I'm alone as I am when I'm with people, except the meaning of like what I do, my actions are different. It has different meanings. Like when I'm with y'all, I feel like I'm still kind of reserved, like to have a little bit more fun. But you know, I'm still reserved. But when I'm at home, I'm reserved in a way of like relaxation. But when I'm with y'all, I'm reserved in a way of like, nah, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just out with the guys. Like we just, you know what I'm saying? We having fun. We gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
But when I'm at home, I'm reserved and I'm in a relaxation. I'm kind of like in my own world kind of type of thing. So, you know, I think it's the same, but you know, it's a little bit, it has different actions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I used to not be. Used to kind of be a chameleon a little bit. Afraid of showing personality a little bit. You know, people pass judgment. But I think I stopped caring probably my sophomore year in high school. Like, I'm just me, you know what I mean? And if people can't appreciate you for being
you,
it's over. You
Facts.
know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I'm glad I never cared.
Facts.
Even to
You
this
didn't.
day,
You didn't.
I never.
That's
gave
why we
a
got
fuck.
along. That's my boy.
Not even and that, and that's like that's the main reason. That's the main reason why my mom even says like herself. Like that's the main reason why I love you. You don't give a f what anybody thinks or says
You don't have
about
to censor
what
yourself,
you
sir.
wear or say or act. Like I just never cared. Don't care who rock with me, who don't rock with me. That's just because I'm alone at the end of the day, though.
Okay, so a lot of times people have a tendency to be different in private because, you know, they just don't feel comfortable around people and everything. But do you feel like the real you would be accepted if you brought it from inside the house to outside?
I feel like now it would, because we understand the value in being who we truly are. It's a lot harder when you younger to want to bring the real you out, because you know you surrounded by so many different people on a day-to-day basis in school, and it's hard to bring that part of your personality out because you don't, you know, you feel like everybody's judging you anyway. So even if you are holding your real self back, you still feel like you're being judged anyway. You know, it might not register to some people, like AJ said, you know, it didn't really affect him. But to a lot of people, you know, that feeling of judgment is still there. So I think now if you brought who you really were out, you know, like, yeah, it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, easier to do.
Okay.
Because there's no, now you understand the value of who you are and appreciating who you are, and you also understand that people opinions really don't, it just doesn't matter. You still gotta live your life.
That's I'm gonna piggyback on that because, like, at the same, even asking that, it's a good question, but it's flawed because why give a fuck? Boom, like the question is just totally different now. You know what I'm saying? Because you basically essentially, do you care? This is how I like perceive the question. Do you care about um the perception on the outside of your crib, or like can you be yourself the same outside of the crib? And it's like I don't care. I don't care about the eyes that are on me. You know what I mean? Like I'm me. You know, I used to be so conscious about how I dress, how this, how that. I mean, granted, it's an occasion and time and place and for everything and all that stuff. But it's like I'm gonna be me in all of those settings. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's like asphyxiating to try to be a chameleon. You know, like that's irritating. Like, bro, around your friends that you knew for a long time, they don't even know that you did that. Like, that's not even the real you. You know, and that's one of the worst cases scenario. Maybe even worse, your family. You can't be yourself around your family.
That's
Facts.
crazy.
Damn, it's
And
crazy.
AJ, before I want to piggyback off something that y'all said earlier, like, you know, because you said you didn't really care, but you know what I've noticed is that it doesn't even have to appear outwardly that you care about what people think. Just the fear of the judgment makes you. It doesn't show up like outwardly. It don't show on your face, but it will cause you to hide. Like I think for me, like that was one of the things that happened with me. Like I didn't care what people thought. If they said something, you know what I'm saying, that would bother me. You know what I'm saying? But in my mind, I didn't care what people thought. But I also didn't go out my way to let my personality show. I just kind of want to be in the background so nobody could see it. So nobody even got the opportunity to judge. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So it's kind of still the same thing. You know, even though you might not like, even though you might not really like care, you also might not go out your way to let yourself be seen.
Okay.
I think it low key kind of depends on how you were kind of brought up and raised, and it's to an extent, because I know for sure that a lot, not even just my parents, but like a lot of my aunts and uncles would always tell me like, "Fuck what people say. You're gonna do you, and you're gonna be who you are regardless. So why care what the next person says?" And they were telling me that at the youngest age. I'm 10 years old being told fuck what people say. I'm like, I'm 10 years old. I just want to go outside. Why are you telling me fuck what people say? You know what I mean? But that just also comes with me being old, like a lot older than my age. And they recognize that as a 10-year-old. So when they were telling me as a 10-year-old, I'm 13 years old, my teachers are over here like, how old are you again? Are you sure you're in the right class? Are you sure you're in the right grade? Yeah, I'm in the right class. It's just I personally had the right people around me. Not saying that you guys did it, but some people don't have the luxury of having the right people around them to show them
Absolutely.
certain things and kind of get them used to certain things for when they get into the real world.
Yeah.
They kind of already know how to go about things. So me, perfect example, like I said, I was taught and kind of showed to fuck what the next person say, because I'm gonna be me regardless. So when I started going to school and when I started doing things and going outside of school, granted my parents would check on me, but my parents knew I was good. So they were like my son is pretty intelligent for his age. He doesn't really have to hide himself. You know, he's intelligent wherever he in any situation he's in. So I've always been the kid that they never had to worry about, pretty much.
Okay. So let me ask you guys this then. What do you guys feel like gives someone the courage to be themselves in front of so many different people? Like we all can, be, quote unquote weird or silly or whatever in private in our own house, around our family members, or just by ourselves. But what gives somebody the courage to go out and be that way all the time in front of everybody?
Experience.
Having those people that you just said, the close family and friends around you accept you for who you are.
Facts.
If they accept you for who you are, then you're really gonna say fuck what the next stranger say. If you're, and then even then, you say you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, whichever way, doesn't matter who you like. But if you even have that and they accept you for who you are, that's gonna give anybody the utmost fucking boost. Your girlfriend or your boyfriend can accept you for who you are, but your parents might not. If your boyfriend or girlfriend do, you might say fuck what my parents say, but part of you still gonna say I wish my parents would. But outside of the parents, when you think of strangers, you're like I don't give a fuck what strangers say. He don't even know me. But these are my parents. So I would hope my parents accept me.
Yeah.
But some parents don't accept they really don't. They really don't accept their kids.
What was you saying?
I mean, kind of like Loki said in Infinity War experience. Like it takes, you're not gonna get something the first time. I'm just making a odd compare and contrast because um like you have to go through those trials and tribulations of like, damn, like, oh, so it's wrong to like they gotta doubt you first. They gotta like look at you funny. Like everybody had got that at a point in time, like you're different, you're weird. Like if we didn't get that, we probably wouldn't know. We it's either you would be yourself at all times
Mhm.
or you wouldn't have made that necessary change to not give a fuck at all
Yeah.
times. If that
Mhm.
makes sense. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So like again, like AJ said, like that's in my opinion, that's experience. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's either gonna be your family telling you don't give a fuck about, or the person you talking or the person you talking to, hey, don't worry about the outside noise or whatever, or maybe both. And now your friends is like saying, so it's a weird like dichotomy. It's a weird like combination, but like it's really at the end of the day, it's on you. Everything gonna fall on your shoulders, And like so it's like that experience. Like for me, for example, um man, I just go anywhere knowing that I'm comfortable being me. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna be funny, I'm gonna be funny. If I wanna get deep, I'm gonna get deep. If I wanna, I don't know, sentimental, anything along
Any mood.
anything in my, oh God, like anything in my spectrum, and it's in that moment, you know what I'm saying? Then it's definitely gonna be expressed. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like, I mean, it's just me, man. I feel like again, it's fucking asphyxiating, bro. Like not being able to express. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't imagine. Like we're human beings. We are creatures of expression. Literally, we are beings of expression, bro. Like we can't box each other in. Like
Yeah.
we all right now we bouncing off questions of what you're asking, his experience, like I said, experience, Najae's experience, my experience. You know what I'm saying? Like it's meant to be
Lon's
expressed.
experience.
Come on, man. Come on, brothers. Like for
Yeah.
real, bro. For real.
And I would even say, like, for me, I think it's positive reinforcement is what is kind of starting to help people realize that they can be themselves at all points in time. It's kind of like what AJ said, but like if you have those people that believe in you or that show you, you know what I'm saying, they rock with you for who you are,
Yeah.
it'll it'll give you that boost. But what I've like started to realize when I look back on past life situations is everybody probably starts at, reserved
Yeah.
at 30% of themselves. And
Yeah.
then they all see like I give an example. Like we might go to like me and you, we'll go to like a homecoming dance or something. Like we went to homecoming dances before. We went to any type of these places and let's just say nobody started dancing yet.
Yeah.
And then we go out there, we start dancing because we just clowning around having fun.
Mhm.
And that's here comes somebody we ain't never even spoke to. Now they dancing. And it's
Follow
like
suit. Yep.
and it's like it always and then
Good example,
now
bro. Good example, bro.
now we might be dancing and now we dancing even hard because it's all that positive reinforcement. Like we might have went out there with 45% confidence, thought we might have got laughed at, but you know what I'm saying? We with the homies, so we just messing around like we in our own bubble. And now the bubble's extending.
Yep.
And now the bubble continues to extend. And then here come the person that everybody think is, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Popular or whatever. Now now
Mhm.
they dancing and now
They involved,
everybody
yep.
having a good time.
Yep.
And it's just the outreach. Like everybody just needs that positive reinforcement, whether it comes direct or
Yeah.
whether it comes through something you've seen. Like
Yeah.
you might be out, you might see a person. I don't know if y'all ever remember that video of that guy. He was a street performer. He was out there and he was just playing by himself. And then up came another guy. He started rapping. And then up came another guy. He started singing. And they just made this on the spot song. But that's like the guy. It all started from the positive bubble that
Yep.
the guy who was just playing his guitar had.
Yeah.
I like
And then
that.
it's spiraled on to the next one. It's infectious.
Yeah.
So, I think what you're seeing now is we live in such a world where everybody is trying to be so cognizant of the energy that they're putting out that you're seeing whether it be people publicly filming TikToks or whether it be public interviews, you're seeing people get outside, express themselves and put their bubble on full display because now we live in a society where it's okay to be weird. It's almost encouraged,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah.
Weird is normal now.
Yeah,
Sadly.
definitely.
Weird is normal.
Okay, so before we get up
I
out
hate
of
that
here,
that's true.
what would you guys say to the viewing audience at home? How do you break out of that bubble? How do you? Dang, you just said.
I
Forget
mean,
the audience
damn.
like that. Yeah,
Poor
like
timing.
that.
Poor timing.
My bad.
Hey,
My bad.
I'm sorry, y'all.
No,
I'm sorry
I
to
love
get-
y'all.
What'd
We
you just do?
apologize.
What'd you just do? No. That's
Yeah.
that
I
actually
love
perfect.
y'all.
That's
Yeah.
perfect. Go ahead and
Yeah.
finish what you're saying. That's perfect though.
Well,
No,
Go ahead, finish. No, go ahead, finish.
I
Go
know
ahead.
where AJ was going. I
I'm
know where he
asking-
going. I know where
okay,
we're going.
so
Go ahead, finish.
I'm asking, what type of advice would you guys give the viewing audience at home about if people are
Hey, spot on.
judging someone or you just trying to be free and be yourself in both public and private?
You tell that person fuck you because why
Hey,
are you judging me in the
high
first
key.
place?
No, like no cap.
Literally.
I caught
Why
on,
are
I
you
was
judging
like,
me in the
damn,
first place? You
that's
don't even know who I
actually-
am. You don't know where I come from. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know if I was poor 10 years ago and now I'm up. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what the hell I've been through. So why are you judging me? You could have been in the shittier situation than I was. Why are you judging me?
Yeah.
You have less than me. Why are you judging? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I second that. I don't got nothing to say. Like,
you feel
no
me?
cap.
Like, that's why him
Fair
flicking the
point.
camera off was the perfect thing because it's like, fuck you, bro. Like,
Yeah.
quite literally start telling yourself, fuck these people who are going, like, fuck people in general. Until they show you that they're going to accept you. Fuck these people. Once they accept you, okay. It's no longer fuck you. It's I love you. I rock with you. You
I
want me
mean,
now.
I mean,
Oh, you judging me now? Fuck you.
essentially.
Is that the overall
I mean,
message?
essentially. I mean,
it
cause
is.
I mean, yeah. You
Like,
know what I'm
quite
saying?
literally, that was spot on.
What else can
Okay.
you? What else could you say? I mean, honestly, we all live in our own personal experience. If you going out somewhere to judge somebody,
That's why I don't have nothing to say.
that's like
pretty-
that's a reflection of you. Like you
Yeah.
going
you
out
project
your
the
way
hardest.
to
Literally a
judge
reflection
me.
of you, boy.
Like, bro, you going out your way. I remember when I was younger, real quick. When I was younger, I used to wear pink a lot.
Mhm.
People judge me for wearing pink. Like,
It's a stigma. It's,
It's
all right.
weird.
It's all
It's
like
good.
weird.
what the
Alright,
fuck?
it's weird.
Like it's a color.
Yeah.
Like I just so happen to like how it looked when it blend in with this, or
Yeah.
when it like it's a color. Like
Bro.
people are being judgmental of a personal experiences. Fuck
I
that.
never
Fuck
forget
them.
in middle school, I got judged for wearing sweatpants every day in school. I got
Like,
judged
what
and
the
I got called
That
broke
don't even
because
make
I
sense.
wore what I am wearing to this very moment. At first, I didn't give a fuck. But then it was one person individual, like in particular, who decided to say something who I never liked. So when they said something, I said, oh, okay. And that particular day, I had some energy and I had some time, and I
All right,
received
bro.
a week of in-school suspension after that situation. But
Hell no.
you know what I'm saying? Because it gets to a point where like you can even be a person who says "fuck you" to judgment, but it also gets to a point where you just receive so much of it that you just low key crash out. You're just like that last
Yeah.
person that says something. You just like fuck you.
Facts.
You crash out. You act like a psychopath, but that's just because you allow. Not even allowed. It's just you brush it off over your shoulders, and then it's just you keep hearing the same shit, and it just gets to a point where it's like,
Yep.
all right, the next person to say something, you might get smacked.
Yeah, you're gonna be
Yeah.
an example.
You feel me? And
Yeah.
that
Example.
person ended up being an example. And then my school made an example out of me. A week in, a week out.
All right. So
Let's just say I was in the house for a month.
I ain't gonna lie. They would have had to catch me for that in school shit. I can't do in school for no week. G.
Oh, see, here's the thing.
Just give me the out of school. G. I can't.
Here's
do
the
that
thing,
in school for
Najae.
no
They
week.
was waiting for me at the door.
Damn.
I'm
I
talking.
can't.
I'm
That's
talking.
crazy.
I'm getting off the school bus. They you and me.
I can't do that
That's
shit for a
I
week.
had no
I go
chance.
insane. I go
I had
insane.
no
Being in
chance,
school
bro.
for a week.
I couldn't even get off the bus in the school parking lot and run away, like run home or something. They knew where my bus was going to be parked every day, and it's
that's tragic.
oh,
But,
damn, bro.
Just give me the 2 weeks out.
all right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get up out of here. Y'all don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Listen to Therapeutic Talks anywhere where you listen to podcasts. And we're gonna see y'all
Watch
next
Nice
week
Lounge.
on Therapeutic Talks.
Tell your grandmother to watch.
I can't